Hello, everyone. My name is Maria, and I am a primary school teacher from Corfu, Greece. And I am very happy to be here with you today and talk about sustainability and more specifically about sustainable education and how we can integrate the 17 goals of sustainable development in primary education. I believe that we all agree that this is a global challenge. And sustainability matters in early education because primary education represents a critical window of opportunity for embedding sustainable values and practices. Children of this age are developing core beliefs about their relationship with the environment, the society, and the future, and they shape decision making frameworks that reach far beyond the classroom. If you'd like to give a short framework overview about the Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, we could say that they offer rich opportunities for age appropriate learning experiences. They can help our students connect real world problems and challenges to their new knowledge. And what we can do is align existing lesson plans with relevant SDGs. We can simplify complex global goals for young learners. We can connect sustainability themes across all disciplines and work in an interdisciplinary way. And we can measure understanding and behavioral change and see what is the impact on our students. The cornerstone for all sustainability education efforts is the goal number four, quality education, which is necessary to build the foundation for sustainable learning. And when we talk about sustainable learning, we talk about inclusion, accessibility, and equitable learning opportunities for all. Another aspect of quality education is inclusive pedagogy, which includes universal design for learning principles, multisensory teaching approaches, and differentiated instruction methods. And of course, teachers' development is very important. We need sustainability focused training programs for teachers, peer learning communities, and continuous professional growth for educators to feel confident to teach about sustainability. The learning outcomes we expect are critical thinking skills development and global citizenship awareness. So, now we're going to talk about how we can integrate the sustainable development goals in education. There are some goals that we can teach through environmental issues and topics, raising environmental awareness. One of them is the goal number six. It is about clean water. Through water cycle experiments, conservation projects, and community water audits, we can teach students about this precious resource. The next one is goal number seven, about clear energy. With solar panel demonstrations and renewable energy models, we can make abstract concepts tangible for students. Another goal is number 13 about climate action. Here we have weather monitoring, carbon footprint tracking, and climate solution brainstorming to empower young climate advocates. We also have life below water, goal number 14. Through ocean ecosystem studies and plastic pollution awareness and marine conservation projects, we can connect students to global water topics. Finally, we have life on land, the goal number 15. Through biodiversity studies and habitat restoration and school gardens, we can foster environmental responsibility and ecological literacy. Social justice in schools is another topic where we can talk about the following. We can talk about the goal number one, no poverty. Through empathy building exercises and community service projects, we can discuss about fairness and resource distribution. We can also talk about the goal number two, zero hunger, and we can raise awareness about food security and participate in global nutrition education initiatives. We can also discuss about gender equality, challenge stereotypes, celebrate diverse role models, and promote equal opportunities in all activities for all. Another goal we can talk about is number 10, reduced inequalities. Through cultural appreciation projects, anti bullying programs, and inclusive classroom practices, we can show our students how they can celebrate diversity. And finally, we can discuss about peace and justice, goal number 16, and enhance the conflict resolution skills of our students and participate in peer mediation programs in order to understand rights and responsibilities. Social justice education in primary schools creates compassionate global citizens who understand inequality and are motivated to create positive change. Through activities like storytelling, role playing, and community engagement, young learners develop empathy and action oriented mindsets. However, we have some implementation challenges. The first one is the limited teachers' training. Many educators lack preparation in sustainability pedagogy and also in interdisciplinary teaching approaches, and they do not feel confident. And maybe the solution could be to develop scalable online professional development or peer mentoring networks and embedded coaching models to help them integrate sustainability in their teaching. Another challenge is the curriculum constraints. The curricula are rigid and high stakes testing leave little room for sustainability integration. So maybe we should design standards aligned SDG modules that enhance rather than replace existing content requirements. There is also resource scarcity. Schools lack materials, technology, and funding for sustainability initiatives. And the solution could be to leverage low cost local resources and have community partnerships and open educational resources to minimize costs. And finally, a quite important challenge is the assessment gaps challenge. Traditional assessments do not capture sustainability competencies or behavioral changes. And we really need to develop portfolio based assessments and project evaluations and competency framework for holistic measurements. So, in order to make sustainability education more effective, there are some steps we can make, like policy integration. The Sustainable Development Goals must be included in national curricula in a more specific framework. We also need community mobilization, networks of schools and families and local organizations who are going to work together and collaborate. We also need resource development. Create and share open access curricula, lesson plans, and assessment tools. An example is Sciendex organization, and there you can find open resources and lesson plans and online courses, and also assessment tools for sustainability topics and issues. We also need impact measurement, long-term research programs for measuring the outcomes. Finally, knowledge sharing is very important. We need to facilitate international learning exchange and best practice dissemination through conferences and publications. It is very important for international educators and policymakers and stakeholders to be able to meet each other and exchange ideas and insights towards sustainability and sustainable education. Well, that is all for me. At this point, I'd like to also wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. And thank you very much for your time and attention.